just want to ask you, I'm all of 60. I can comfortably run 6 kilometers every day. Not that I run, but I can. How many of you would want to, at whatever age you are, stand straight, be agile, be independent all your life, prevent every ailment and disease? If you have any ailment and disease, get rid of it, neutralize it. Begin to reverse your age and ailments today and now. How many of you? Quickly. I'll make it happen. So, the first principle of wellness lies in the biology of belief. Bruce Lipton, a leading scientist of microbiologist, has validated the science of intention, attention, transformation, manifestation, and the biology of belief, which means if you believe that you are well, your biochemistry will turn around now towards wellness. If you believe that you are healthy, healed, and wholesome, your DNA genetic expression will change its behavior towards wholeness, move towards wholeness. You will begin to feel good, the feel-good hormones will start surging up. Your circulation will immediately improve and your heartbeat will improve alongside, and you will breathe deeper and your lungs will start getting oxygenated. You become young instantaneously. How about that? So it's happening to you because you just willed it. So modern science says that you put attention to the field, you energize it. You put intention into the field, you transform it. So right away, let's put attention to the field and put attention to your whole being. That I want to become taut, flexible, agile, smart, bright, and I will walk out of here lighter, brighter, tighter. Wow. Got it? Okay, great. And it will happen. By some degree you'll become lighter, by some degree you'll become brighter, and by some degree you'll become tighter. It's my promise, and we can measure it. What are the things you need to do? Is it so simple? Yeah. Yes, it is. Because I just asked you to will it. Put your intention. Now align yourself with the will. You can be the co-creator of your own destiny. How? Only a man can rise above gods or fall below animals because man has consciousness. He can be the co-creator of his own destiny. He can rub off the past and make new memories with new behavior, new thoughts, new intentions, new attitude. How you can be the co-creator of the destiny of your own wellness? Because you have 2 legs to walk towards it, 2 hands to make it, a mind to perceive it, a heart to believe it, and a spirit to achieve it. That is how magic happens. Magic happens and magic will happen. Have you seen yourself recently? Okay. Now seen yourself properly recently? I'll tell you how. When you go for bath next, stand naked in front of a mirror and get shocked, please. And say, oh my God, what did I do to myself? How was I? When I was a lovely kid, wonderful child, a beautiful teenage, and handsome and a beautiful adult, what has happened to me and how? Who let this happen? Who? You. Will you blame it on genes? You can't blame it on Pepe, Levi's, Armani, Hugo Boss. No genes can be blamed. Okay? Because you could come with a set of genes, but science says that 95% of your genes are indeterministic. So, you can change the genes and gene expressions. This morning only I wrote some lines which read that if you change the memory of your ancestral ailments and ailing genes, you will not carry it forward in your next life. Because your next life is a combination of your parents that you choose and the memory of your genes that you take together, memory of your karma that you take together. Fusion. Sangam. Correct? So start working on it now. Okay, let's say I met Mr. Kohli. Mr. Kohli, come, just step out. That's it. Now Mr. Kohli, always smiling, trust me, if he wants, in exactly 365 days, he could look 25 and 30 years younger. He could behave 25, 30 years younger. His functional capacity could be 35 years younger. Trust me, this is possible. Why? Sit down. And you must do this to lead by example, Mr. Kohli.
Yes, I will.
And this is possible because in my whole 42 years, I've worked with people who are 80, 85, 90, especially pre-COVID, a lot. And within 18 months, within 24 months, for people at 90 who couldn't sit in their bed, they are walking 3-4 kilometers every day. They can touch their toes. People who weren't independent with their bowels and bladder, they've become independent. People who only resigned to pins and needles in hospital are now breathing fresh air in sunshine every day. It is possible. If they can do it, you can do it. Okay? If Tata could do it, Birla could do it, Ambani could do it, Adani could do it, you can do it also. Here I'm talking about wellness. I'm not talking about private jets and yachts. Right? Okay, so what is most fundamental to life? The first thing towards reversing your age and ailment. What is the most fundamental to your life? What?
Breath.
Breath. Here comes madam, you have a date with me, a coffee date with me soon. Okay? Only if you want to. Okay. So, fundamental to life is breath. Without breath, you can't stay alive a minute. Now, breath, even if you take by default, will drag you in life, make you live, drag you. But if you take breath consciously, and if you train your lungs, your heart, and breathe consciously as many times a day, especially when you work out, your breath will come in rhythm. When your breath comes in rhythm, breath puts your physiology in rhythm, your biochemistry in rhythm, your anatomical functions in rhythm, your nervous system in rhythm, your intestines, the digestive system, elimination, absorption in rhythm. And most important, your sleep-wake cycle in rhythm. So breath can do magic. So when people ask me, Mickey, what do you have for breakfast? I tell them, I have breath for breakfast. I soak myself in sun. I take air bath. Then I nourish myself with the visuals of the lovely sky, listening to the chirping of the birds, looking at the deep greens of the lawns, smelling the wet earth. Now you will say, kya lapet maar raha hai, Bombay mein ye sab kidhar hai? Okay, by the way, I am blessed. My house oversees the Willingdon Club golf course. So I am blessed. Which is why this is possible. How did it become possible? Because I intended it sometime that I want to live in the lap of nature, and nature comes to you. You don't have to walk towards it. You intend that you want to read a good book and the book will open up before you. That's the way it is. So breath for breakfast, soak yourself in sun. What happens with soaking yourself in the sun? Literally, your serotonin, your energies release in the body and makes you very vital and very vibrant. You become vital and vibrant. And this vitality and this vibrance makes you what? Creative, productive. Can you imagine if you're 75, 80, 85, if you become creative and productive, that means you're adding up joy, you're healing yourself from inside your mind, your emotions, and you're happy. Happy, the one who is happy is whole. The one who is whole is constantly healing. And the one who is constantly healing is always healthy. Okay? So, breath, sunshine. Then comes the best nourishment from nature. Listening to the sounds of nature. Okay? Appreciating the vast expanse of the infinity of the sky. Because immediately the infinite sky in your mind opens up and opens up your blocks. How is this possible? No, how is this possible? Why you want to do it? If you are clear about it, the how will happen to you. You should have a reason to do what you want to do. Your why should be clear. And old age is supposed to be disease and death? No. One never grows old. When one stops growing, one becomes old. Period. You stop growing, you become old. And what happens when you stop growing? Typically, degeneration, disintegration, disorder, disease, decay, death. Why would you want to die to a disease when you can live forever without disease, happy, healthy, whole, laughing? Death has no right on life. Death is the culmination of your choices. Your choices of culminating diseases should be changed to choices culminating healing. So death is a resultant factor of your choices you make towards disease. Instead, switch to ease. What stops you? So mobility is very important. Nourishment of elements very important. Optimal movement therapy. Some say do yoga, some say do functional, some say do calisthenics. And I do all the madness, I see all the madness happening in the gyms of the world. Just become a little more sane. Stretch, contract, be creative in your workout. Don't look like a machine even when you work out at least. Okay? And the more you use machines, the more you'll become like a machine. Use your intelligence to work out. Alright? When people say that we love running and I run 10 kilometers every day, it beats me. What do you run away from? What do you run towards in life? Why do you want to keep running in life? So, yoga, yes. You know, there's only one exercise on this earth under the sun which can correct your ailments, restore your energies and your body clocks, and heal you, make you whole from being fragmented. That is yoga. Because when people say, no, I do weight training, I love running, I do CrossFit. None of these exercises have any solutions for your kidney problems, liver problems, digestive system, nervous system, hearing, seeing, tasting, smelling, heart, lungs. Only yoga can improve the functions of it all, and that too in an orchestrated way. Okay? So, which is why has Baba Ramdev become the most successful yogi on this earth and doing a wonderful job. Wonderful job. The best propagation of yoga ever under the sun, and probably he's the biggest fitness wellness star on this earth today. And I salute him, I treat him as my own guru, because there's so much to learn. So, resort to exercise every day. Should I exercise in the morning or evening? Morning is too difficult. It's difficult to wake up only. Sometimes there's so much to do. Hello? Who's the master of your life? You are the master of your life. Don't be a slave to this world. Prioritize your life. Just to crack a joke, a little naughty one. People say, I don't find time to exercise. Then I said, which is the busiest office under the sun in this universe? The President of the United States, right? If Bill Clinton could find time to do things he wanted to do, being so busy, the ladies are laughing. You could also find time and do workouts. And better in the morning, as a preference in the morning. If it is in the evening, it's okay. Gujarati mein bolte hai ki nahi mama na kana mama. Barabar hai ki nahi? So after sunshine and fresh air and mingling with the elements and lots of conscious deep breathing and regulated breath, exercise is very important. Then what goes inside? First of all, what is nourishment? What is nutrition? Everything that you consume is nutrition. Saas bahu is nutrition, you consume that. Bhabhi ji ghar pe hai ki nahi, you consume that, that is nutrition. Okay? Kapil Sharma is nutrition, laughter is nutrition. But God, for God's sake, don't see the serials Rona, Dhona, isne usko loot liya, isne usko thag liya, usne usko gali di. And then you take that to bed. When you take that to bed, your food doesn't get digested well. Literally. You take the impression and the pain of the bahu or the saas or the bibi. You take that pain and you go to bed. And you expect yourself to heal. Nelson Mandela once said that to get angry and to have hatred is like to drink poison and expect somebody else to die. Alright? Mark Twain said, there are two most important days in a human life. The day you are born, and number two, when you realize why. What is that meaningfulness that you've used your life for till date? Tell me. If not, you can be a born again Christian. It is called like that, a born again Christian, which means somebody who was out of faith, then he suddenly realizes that, okay, Lord Christ is the only God and I'm all for him. Why not? So, born again human. So today you will self-realize the purpose of your life. If you can't realize anything, at least say to yourself that my forthcoming life I will use for the service of mankind. I will learn how to give. I will learn how to forgive. I will learn how to be empathetic. I will learn how to get sympathetic. I will learn and be in compassion always. At least the minimum thing which will happen with compassion, empathy, sympathy, you know what? You will never get a heart failure. Because when these attributes come to you, sympathy, compassion, empathy, love, giving, forgiving, you will never get a heart failure. Why? Because your heart is constantly flowing and happy. Because in this condition of your attitude, you are happy, healed, wholesome, satisfied, full of joy. For those who do loads of charity and seva, and thank God for everything in the night before sleeping and take a few deep breaths, 90% will never get heart failures in sleep. Why? It's scientific, because your heart will be flowing. It can never get arrested. Why will you get a cardiac arrest when it is flowing and beating and it's in rhythm? When you empty yourself constantly, forgiveness, thank you, sorry, love you, when you accept everything with grace, swikriti, then you just become empty. And when you become empty, you just throw away your baggage. Emptiness is the seat of wholeness. Because only if you empty the cup, you can refill it again. No? That's the philosophy of Tao. That when you empty your cup, you can refill it again. When you empty your mind, you can heal it. Mindfulness is nonsense. There is nothing like mindfulness. Mindfulness is activity. But meditation is about mindlessness. Empty your mind of all the junk and fill it with the light of awareness and see the way spontaneity, intelligence, compassion comes to you. So, breath, yoga, attitude of life, attitude as a human being, okay? Eat when you're hungry. Okay? And food should be not mechanical, it should be have intimacy with food. Have intimacy with everything that you do. I'm so intimate with you now. I'm so engaged, I'm so involved. So, listen, align, and your heart will tell you, it will take you, only if you allow silence, observation of silence, stop doing, start being. Relax, let your breath come in rhythm, order, calm down, and things will occur to you. You know, intuitions, insights, foresights only come to those who know how to collect themselves and be quiet, relaxed, calm. Then these things will happen to you. Okay? So, every 2 hours eat this, every 2 hours that, count your calories, count your grams. As if you are born to count, you are born to become a munim. So I tell people, don't count your calories, don't count your salaries, don't count your steps, don't count your reps. Okay? Stop counting, start living. Don't be an accountant with your life. Be a lover, not a munim. Love your life. Your mind, your body, your heart, your soul will speak to you. If you allow the dialogue to happen, you are only talking constantly, like I am doing just now. When will you listen? So a prayer is a constant talking to God, and a meditation is perhaps opening up the channels to also listen. Emptying yourself. Morning emptying yourself is also very important. Very important. And it should happen naturally and to the fullest satisfaction. Any residue is nothing but disease, ailments building up. Toxins getting harbored. Right? Got it. So food, try and keep your food light first of all. First of all, don't exercise like an animal and don't eat like an animal. Simple. No push culture in exercising. Enjoy it. Make love with yourself. And exercise should be a celebration and never a punishment. Anybody wants to punish you and then wants to get paid also. Ye kahan ka insaf hai bhai? To take punishment and then pay the person. Enjoy yourself. Exercise has to be celebration. It's a celebration of your body, mind, spirit. And new exercise every day. Newness. Do different things every day. Animals do the same thing every day. Machines do what routine is, program. Human beings are break away from the program. There was no program to write songs, to create music, to have a fire, to invent a wheel, to write poetry. Is no program. Creativity happens. So if you're bound by the program, you become a machine. If you become the co-creator, master of the make new programs, you become a creator. Align yourself with the highest creation. The lovely lines of Sanskrit come to my mind. जात हमारा ब्रह्म है, माता पिता है राम, ग्रह हमारा शून्य में और अनाहत में विश्राम. जात हमारी ब्रह्म है. The creator is our religion. ये क्या हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई? How small you can become? Become the creator, larger than life, master of the universe. जात हमारा ब्रह्म है, माता पिता है राम. रामा को उल्टा करोगे तो अमृत होता है. So Amrit are your parents because you are born out of Amrit. Graha hamara shunya mein, which means our home is shunya, zero. Shunyata, relax, calm. Breathe it all out, empty yourself. Zero. Zero state. Or anahat mein vishram. Anahat mein, anahat, nad, means without the sound of the soundless. चोट लगे बिना कोई आवाज निकले और वो आवाज ईश्वर की आवाज है, एकता की आवाज है. और वो एकता की आवाज, वो ईश्वर की आवाज, वो ईश्वर का ओम, ईश्वर. Silence, the sound of the soundless. And then स्वस्थ बनेगा स्वर, स्वर बनेगा सुर, सुर बनेगा गीत और गीत संगत में होगा तो स्वस्थ बनेगा संगीत. So when people meditate, I tell people that meditation is nothing but स्वयं में स्थित, स्वयं में उपस्थित, स्वयं में होना और स्वयं को होने देना. दही जरा जमने तो दो यार. दही जमने से पहले ही आप चम्मच घुमाते रहोगे हर घंटे, दही हुआ कि नहीं, दही हुआ कि नहीं, दही हुआ कि नहीं, तो दही कैसे जमेगा? दही को जमने दो. Right? So it is let, set, go. Let the dahi set. That's one of my books, Curd Karma, forthcoming. So we were talking about meditation, how to be. We were talking about how to surrender, swikriti. So the best thing about anti-aging is surrender, submissiveness. But not in the literal sense, out of no choice. This surrender and submissiveness is with grace and love. Where the drop of water surrenders and becomes one with the ocean. Not fearing that it is my death, but enjoying that I become an ocean. If that is the attitude you have, so be submissive in that attitude. Swikriti, so samarpan, swikriti, samarpan. No sooner that happens, santulan happens. There is balance all around you. No sooner there is balance, Ishwar ka samarthan comes to you. The world samarthan, puri kainat lag jayegi. Hai ke nahi? Ishwar ka samarthan comes to you. When samarthan comes to you, you become samarth. When samarth comes to you, which means all capable, you become saksham, all potential. The immeasurable potential of all that was and is will be. So you become saksham. When you become saksham, you can have the sankalp. When you have the sankalp, you can have your own creation, shrishti. And with shrishti, you get all the samruddhi. ठीक है? चलो स्वीकृति, Samarpan, Santulan, Samarthan, Samarth, Saksham, Shrishti, Samruddhi. So, Swikriti is acceptance, Samarpan is submissiveness with grace. Okay, not disgruntled. What to do now? He's saying I have to do it. Not that way. So, Swikriti, Samarthan, Santulan, balance. Okay? And then you get the Samarthan, which means a cooperation, coordination. Samarthan. Then you become Samarth, capable. Then you become Sakshan, potential, potent. Okay? Then you get Sankalpa, determination. With determination, Shrishti, creation, you become the co-creator. With Shrishti, Samruddhi, abundance. So, this is your whole road to reversing your age. I told you about food. Literally, Sattvic Ahar can change the way you think, change the way you behave, change the way you feel, change the way you sleep, change the way you become creative, productive, have visions, intuitions, foresights, insights. Food can do this to you. Food transforms into life. It becomes your blood, bone, marrow, your tissue, your eyes, your ears. It becomes everything you want. So choose. Sensible choices of food will make you more sensible in life. So pride, anger, lust, envy, gluttony, avarice, sloth, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mad, maya, matsara translates into degeneration, disintegration, disorder, disorientation, disease, decay, death. And I repeat, death has no right on life. Death is the culmination of diseases, and diseases are the culmination of your choices. You can live forever if you want. Today you can change your life. Now if you make an intention, your biochemistry will change, your endocrine will behave, your lungs will breathe deeper, your heart will pump better, your eyes will see brighter. Now, just with intention, then followed up with thought and action and attitude. Literally, you can have a lame paralytic man run in 1 year's time. So typically with yoga and Ayurveda, I always tell people that I can make a dead man walk and a dumb man talk. Literally, it's possible. I mean, just don't bring me at the 11th hour. It might be difficult, but at the 10th hour, we've done it with many people where doctors have said not more than 3 months, they are living with us for 13, 15 years now. Happily, they've forgotten what disease was. Because the memory of disease has to be wiped clean. And the new memory is with your behavior. Science says, epigenetics says, I am repeating that 95% of your genes are indeterministic. You can make a new program. You build new memories. The science of children, when we work with children and we are making them sportsmen, we work with very selective children. So the science of children says that each one is born with a predetermined genetic disposition, and with conscious intervention you can change the landscape of the behavior of the genes, the memory they are born with. If they are born with the memory of a Mukri, they can become an Amitabh Bachchan. All you need to do is scientific, creative, intelligent, sensible inputs. With food, with behavior, with stimuli, and when the clay is soft, you can shape it the way you want to. When children are small, we shape them. Then we give them sanskaras, bhavas, gunas, attention, memory, focus, and we make them score 99. But this is not out of competition, without pressure. This is only increasing the capabilities, increasing the potential. We just make them potential. We don't give you results. We make them capable. Results, then whatever you want to do with it, with your capabilities. But every child is born to be a Chanakya, Kshatriya and a Brahmin in combination. So Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. But we have destroyed our own childhood, our own adulthood. We are destroying the childhood of our children. We are pushing them from one class to the other. We work like machines. We are treating them like machines. We don't allow them to be. We don't take them to parks. They don't know what a sunrise is. They don't know what a full moon is. They've never seen an infinite sky with lovely stars shining. They haven't just taken easy breaths to self-realize so many things and mingle with nature and soak in nature and nourish with nature and flourish with nature. In Gurukuls, children were out in abundance of nature. That's how they became Shurvirs. They became kings. They became rulers, wise, wisdom-based. They became Rishi Munis. And Rishi Munis were scientists, poets, philosophers, all in one. Got it? So when you're having a choice of food, eat little, submaximal, eat lots of fruits. So, vegetables cleanse you, fruits heal you, nuts and seeds fortify you. Can we repeat? Vegetables heal you, vegetables cleanse you, fruits heal you, nuts, seeds and dry fruits fortify you. Who's the master? Who's in charge? Who's independent and free to do everything we want to do for ourselves? And who can be the co-creator of the destiny of your own wellness? Why? Because I have 2 legs to walk towards it, because I have hands to make it, because I have a mind to perceive it, a heart to believe it, and a spirit to achieve it. Can anybody take it away from under my nose? No, unless I allow. But we are all human beings. In flesh and blood it takes. Humans born to make mistakes. So you will make mistakes, but correct your mistake. Got it? Any questions till now?
Yes, which is the best time to take sunlight?
When the sun comes up. Naturally not after it goes down.
11 o'clock? 11 o'clock?
Early morning. Early morning. Ha.
I love eating out.
Even
So
I
what do
love
I
eating
do?
out. Even I love
What
eating.
do I do? What do I eat?
Go to good places, first of all.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Salads?
for a simple reason that, okay, I'll tell you. If you are good vegetarians and vegans, Sante, Plural are top choices of vegetarian and vegan food. And if just vegetarian, Thakas at Kalba Devi or Swati or Soham, mind blowing. Or if you don't mind a hole in the wall, then Prakash at Girgaon and Dadar.
And what about non-veg?
Non-veg, Koliwara.
Hey, what do we eat in non-veg?
Fish.
मुर्गे तो आप वैसे भी खाते हो, फिर भी पूछते हो. ठीक है. No, but just to give you an advice, that poultry today, especially in the third world countries, is very polluted. Because all the first world countries have dumped their antibiotics and hormones in the third world countries, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal. And poultry is the worst to eat. Okay, because of that. Then the condition the poultry lives, they're all stuck together and it's gutter condition.
Even the fishes.
And the stress that chicken goes through.
Even the fishes.
No, but you go 5 kilometers inside.
Because of the oceans?
Yeah, but you go 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers inside, you get big fish, safer to eat. Anyway, vegetarian way is the best way of life. Vegan way is the ideal way of life. Should you eat meat, try and eat only by afternoon. Eat loads of salads, have lots of herbal teas, lots of fruit juices, lots of nariyal pani. Everything that you do extremely slow, you will never overdo. You eat slow, you will never overdo. You exercise slow, you will never overdo. Trust me, because hypothalamus gives you satiety signals for all fulfillment. And then you know. Can one person in this place say that I overate a mango? You will never be able to. Or lychees or sitafal. You'll never be able to. Or a salad. You can't. It's only when there are camouflage tastes, colors, fragrances, flavors, then you can overdo, because there's nothing natural for the body to respond and react and say stop. Okay, so there's no override happening there. It is not a rocket science how to win over your own family. Simple hugs, simple care, simple show of empathy and care and lots of love and service. Your love should follow with service in action. Okay? That will change everything. and do it for each another, inspire each another, motivate each another, and see the way things change. You start doing things and see the way your children will change. So at home, me and my wife are vegetarians, so my daughter became a vegetarian. We didn't have to tell her. Now she's become a vegan. Now she researches and tells us what to eat, from where to call peanut butter from, where to call ghee from, where to call cookies from, and everything super healthy. Simple. Just be that what you want your environment to be, and your environment will change. Give so much to your own farm that it gives you lovely crops, that your effort will turn into fragrant gardens, sweet orchards, or enchanting forests. It's your own field. Okay? So nurture, nourish everything in and around you. Be happy. Take 2 baths a day. Look at yourself in the mirror and get shocked, what have I done to myself? And do something about it later. Okay? We are not born on assembly lines with same constitutions. We were knelt at different graves. We walked different gardens in our past. So whatever we have become, we are today. So do everything constitution specific, which means suit yourself. Okay? And in that, if fruits suit you in the morning, start with that. If sprouts suit you, start with that. If nothing suits you, just have herbal teas, or just warm water, or simply nothing. But for God's sake, avoid cooked food in the morning if you want to treat yourself and transform yourself. Once you come to a particular point of super fitness, then you can get into. So, 2 meals a day. Lunch, first meal.
I listen to my body.
Arre wah.
Whatever my body tells me, after a certain age you become your own doctor.
Very good.
Body tells you.
Please, take him.
The
fast.
body tells you,
Yes.
don't do it to me.
Then don't do it to me.
Then don't do it.
Then don't do it. Very good.
Body tells you it doesn't suit me. Keep away from it.
बहुत अच्छी बात है क्या? वाह. So listen, don't go overboard. So your own constitution, the 2 meals a day, the best meal, the biggest meal could be your lunch because it's golden time for digestion. Dinner could be very, very light. Okay? And remember, between lunch and dinner, I would say at least 7-8 hour window or 6 hours minimum. Try and finish your dinner as early as possible by sunset or latest 7.
But what about
And 3 hours, 4 hours at least till the time you go to sleep again. And remember this, जो एक बार खाए वो योगी, 2 बार खाए वो भोगी, जो बार बार खाए वो रोगी. Simply saying that lightness will bring light in your health. Weight will bring darkness to your health. Ignorance will make you eat insensibly and unintelligently, and intelligence will make you eat sensibly. We can become gods and living gods. Krishna, Christ, Muhammad, Mahadev, Zarathustra, Buddha, they were all human beings. They became gods. They became epitome of purity, embodiments of divinity, and epicenters of wholeness. So they became gods. What stops you and me from becoming gods? When my mother was 70, what age did I say?
70.
When my mother was 70, she was detected with terminal cancer of her stomach. Such a big, huge tumor. The PET scan says that not more than 6 months. The surgeon says that doesn't make a difference whether we do surgery or we don't. Then I said, but still if there's a surgery, we really don't know. Because positron emission topography or whatever it's called, PET scan, could reveal 15 years back only X. So I said, nevertheless, open. So he opened up and he came out. And he's saying, everything is spreaded. It has crossed the stomach, jumped over. So if I have to cut off everything, she may not survive. And if I stitch her up, anyway, she's doomed. I said, if she's doomed anyway, then cut her up, we will see. It took 6 hours. They removed the gallbladder, pancreas, duodenum, and 6 out of 8 lymph nodes around the stomach, and 80% of the stomach was out. She survived. I kept her 4 months in the hospital, in sunshine, fresh air, Parsi General Hospital, huge gardens. And then I took her to a new home with a garden. I made that fast. and took her in the new environment. So first thing, change the environment. Number 2, make her a vegetarian. Third, I put her on to herbs. Fourth, I insisted no chemo, no radiation, because that would have killed her 100%. Then we started doing Gaumutar, Ayurveda, herbal therapies, natural therapies, some homeopathy, prayer science, havans, pujas, and today she is 88 and she does yoga every day. Last year, this February, she fell down, she broke her wrist and a hip. She started walking again and she started doing Ayurveda again. We put typical particular nose, drops in her nose, eye drops, hair oil, we get a massage, we make her breathe, we give her sunshine, we do workouts twice a day, and she's almost walking independently today. So you must know that, I mean, somebody went to Lord Dhanavantari and said, what all things you can use as therapy for health, wellness and healing. He simply asked me what all you can't use. Use your human intelligence. So there are plants, herbs, shrubs, trees, roots, and certain parts of animals, animal bones. And for people who are dying and emaciated, some Ayurveda doctors give them cow's milk, camel's milk, lamb milk also, medicines out of horns, soups out of bones, so that you recover fast. How many of you see Revenant? Movie Revenant.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
So for people who are extremely terminally ill, many Ayurveda doctors recommend little bit of protein from animals and certain things from the animals. If the bad can be used for the good, why not? We know that we are vegetarians, if at all you are, but if it has to be saved, somebody's life has to be saved, it has to be saved. If that's the only way, why not? I live with only one principle in life, no good, bad, ugly here. Why not?
She has a question.
What about Alzheimer's? How does
Everything can be reversed. Whether it is Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, we go to the core, we get into your personality, whether you are, what kind of prakriti you are, angry person, egoistic person, envious person, greedy person, lusty person, because the diseases are seeded in your subconscious and the manifestation happens in your body. So, we will get into that, we will get into your household, we will see everything and we'll start fixing it.
My question is related to biology of belief.
Yep.
How do we positively activate our genes?
So, how much does it cost to say I'm well? How much does it cost to say I'm whole? I'm complete. I am healing. I want to heal. I will become healthy. And I'm getting healthy every moment. And when you do that, you can't go and eat shit. When you do that, you have to make choices also. It has to be followed. Your belief has to be followed with attitude, thought and action.
This relates to environment in the mind.
Absolutely. So even for environment in the mind, it has to begin with self-love.
Yes.
Self-love. That let me serve myself so much. Let me become selfish and love myself so much so that I can love this universe and serve this universe better. So biology of belief is that I will do everything it takes for myself and I will remain independent all my life. I will be free of all ailments all my life. And if it happens to me, I will course correct it. Simple.
what is sattvic khana?
That which comes out of environment-friendly behavior, a character of which does not have any negative tamasic effect on your thoughts, words, deeds, doesn't have any destructive, it is not toxic in nature. So sattvic is typically raw, clean, natural, agricultural, that is sattvic. That gives you sattva good.
2 meals a day.
2 meals a day is good.
One morning, one night.
Afternoon and night.
Achha, afternoon.
Morning, try and eat as many alkaline fruits as much. It will really heal you a lot.